Hi, I am Aaron Moore from Forefront Health and Nutrition, and this is my colleague and client, Matt Watton. The reason we're videoing this today is really in celebration, really, because Matt's lost 10 stone. Started his journey 8 months ago at 30 stone 8, and was actually 2 pounds under at 20 stone 6 pounds Friday gone. So I brought Matt here to video him and to interview him, in effect, to show you guys Matt's journey, to talk about Matt's journey. So I put a few questions down, and the first one I was going to ask Matt was, what was the final straw, Matt, that made you realise that you needed to change?
I took myself to the doctors after having so many people in my life telling me I need to lose weight. And I was always reluctant to listen to people, just sort of being a bit stubborn and thinking I could do my own thing, I don't need people telling me I need to lose weight and what have you. And then took myself to the doctors and got a blood test and was told I was borderline diabetic. Another year or so, maybe not even been that, and it's knocking on the door, I would have become diabetic. So I sort of give myself the little shaking up and thought I need to change my life. I need to get healthier.
Good enough motivation, eh? So to just describe to the viewers that are watching this today how it felt in the early stages of your diet. How did you get on with it?
Dieting, to start off with, it's not always the start of the diet that's the difficult part. It's keeping on going. Anyone can do something for a week or so, but that's not changed your life. It needs to be prolonged. You need to carry on with it.
It's the highs and accepting the highs and lows, I guess.
Massively.
So because you would have gone from, I mean, what was your average eating? What would you consume?
What I would have on one of my cheat meals would have been a daily meal, constantly eating pizzas and burgers and all the food that I now would think to make me feel sluggish and horrible. But they were just a normal occurrence to me. It's what I was accepting as food. And it just wasn't sustainable. Yeah,
the diet that we've got Matt on, and I think it's very important, and I like all my clients to be on it, is 1 day a week for one meal, whether that meal takes an hour to eat, hour and a half. I said to Matt, and the words were, just eat as much rubbish food as you can, as much as you want to consume. That way then, from a weekly period, 168 hours in a week, after you finish that meal, you can look forward to the next, not that you want to look forward to it.
Don't think too much on it.
After a filling. But then you've got something on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever, on the Sunday, if that's your chosen day for that one meal, you've got something to look forward to consume. It's important. I think if you're looking at sustainability, it's not Matt's not on a competitive diet. We've looked at putting Matt on a diet really that it's got longevity. It's got a long term.
A definite lifestyle change rather than
for sure
a quick fix.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Getting used. I never used to eat vegetables at all. There was never a time in my life where I'd think, I fancied a nice veggie meal, and now I look forward to it. It makes me feel better. And
sure. So how's your ups and downs been?
There's been a couple ups and downs. I think maybe the times where it really is a test of willpower and sticking to healthy eating is going away. I took a little trip to London, and as I was away, I ended up eating way too much, sort of slipping back to routines. I was told I could relax a little, but relaxed a little too much. And that's the difficult part. I mean, everyone's going to have times in their life where they need to take themselves away, but sort of knowing the difference between slipping back to bad habits and just relaxing a little bit is a massive life lesson.
So did you ever want to quit? It's a good question.
There's been a couple times where I think the easiest option is just to buckle and go back to my old ways, but...
What stopped you?
Motivation. I look at what I want to achieve in life and sort of not accepting anything less than getting out there and doing it, and having an awesome trainer as well helps.
Well,
Clearly.
So what has been the best thing about the process? You know, you've been on this journey now for 8 months, Matt. You know, you started at 30 stone 8, you're now just under 10 stone lost, 20 stone 6. What's been the best thing about the process? I know you mentioned to me about it surprised you how good you felt.
Yeah, I never thought I'd hear myself say the day that I don't really class it as a diet, but I really enjoy eating healthy. When I have my days where I'd have something like my junk meal, my cheat meal, the feeling that it gives me is just, it makes me think, right, okay, yeah, I enjoy dieting, I enjoy eating clean. It makes me feel so much better, more alert, and able to sort of get through everyday life, just constantly feeling good about myself. So
fantastic. So I've got one more question for Matt, and this is the final question, and that is to the viewers watching who may be feeling a little helpless, stuck in a rut, overweight, unhappy, depressed. What advice would you give the viewers watching this today?
I think shock yourself. I think take yourself to the doctors if you're feeling that you're not quite, if you're feeling that you've always wanted to do it. Like myself, I've always followed bodybuilders and stuff like that, and always felt, oh, I would love to do that sort of thing. And don't settle for you would like to. Get out and try it. You're never going to know unless you try. Push yourself. Like myself, it worked going to the doctors, giving myself that shock. Everyone's different, but you never know unless you try.
Yeah, good advice. So if you want more advice from Forefront Health and Nutrition, you can follow us on Instagram at Aaron Personal Trainer for more interviews and photos and short clips. Follow us there. Thanks very much.